Good morning. In the last lecture, we studied about communication, the definition of communication, levels of communication, and we have also studied about the barriers of communication. Now, our next topic is non-verbal communication. Now, what is non-verbal communication? The communication that takes place without the use of words is known as non-verbal communication. But before starting the non-verbal communication, let us play a quiz. We will solve one quiz. I will give you 6 questions and you have to answer that 6 questions. One by one we will see the questions. What you have to do? You have to write the answers on a paper. The answers will be in the form of only true and false. If I am displaying a question like question number 1, then you have to write the answer as true or false. There are only 2 answers, either it is true or it is false. And this quiz is for just checking your knowledge, that how much you know about the non-verbal communication. And after that I am going to teach about the non-verbal communication in detail, but before that let's carry on a quiz. So as you can see on your screen, you have to just write true or false. Just take a paper, write the question numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and just you have to write true or false. Okay, let's move on to the first question. As you can see in the image, the question is: cheater, liar avoids eye contact. If any person or any child is speaking lie, then he or she avoids eye contact. Is it true or false? Just write it in your paper. The second question is: babies are more sensitive to body language. A newborn baby or a baby who is 6 to 7 months old, they are more sensitive to body language. I think it is clear to everyone. You have to just write true or false. You have to also see the image that is observed on your screen. On the basis of that also you can answer. Okay, next is: showing the thumbs up indicates a good job or victory. American President Trump is showing thumb, right? So what does it indicate? Does it indicate good job or victory? If you feel that it is true, then write true. And if you feel it is false, then you have to write false. Next question. Resting your head on your other hand indicates interest in the subject. Resting your head on the hand indicates the interest in the subject. You can see in the image a person is just sitting like this. So does this position indicate the interest in the subject? You have to just write true or false. Next question. Steepling with fingers and hands show confidence. Now what is the meaning of steepling? If I am placing my hands like this while talking, if I am placing my hands like this while giving lecture, then does it show confidence? If you feel it is true, then write true, or you can also write false. And the last one is: one shows aggressiveness while sitting with his legs on a desk with his hands placed behind his head, especially before someone. See, this situation is when you are sitting in front of someone. It is not like that you are sitting alone and resting. It's like you are sitting with your legs on the desk and hands placed behind your head amongst someone. I think it is clear to everyone. Everybody has written the answers on a sheet. Let us check all the answers. One by one, we will check all the answers. Which was the first question? See, all the answers are correct except question number 4. Except 4, each and every answer is true. Okay, this one is true. Why this is true? Because it has been observed that whenever a child or anybody is speaking lie, okay, he is a cheater, or if he is speaking lie, most of the cheaters avoid eye contact. Like small kids, when they are talking, they are telling lie, they look down at the floor, but avoid to look up. And this type of avoiding the eye contact, we can say he or she is lying. So this one is true. The second question, babies are more sensitive to body language. Yes, this is true. Why this is true? Because babies during their birth, right from the birth, they start communicating non-verbally. Like they can communicate with the help of their cries, smile, laughter, and through touch, a baby can identify that this touch is of her mother, a father, a friendly person, a trustworthy person, or an enemy. So on the basis of this, we can say the babies are more sensitive to body language. So this one is also true. The third one is showing the thumbs up indicates good job or victory. Yes, it is true. You all know very well that if I am showing them, then it is clearly indicating that you have done a good job, or it is the symbol of a victory. Now this one is false. Resting your head on the hand indicates interest in the subject. This one is totally wrong, because this is the position while I am sitting like this. This is a position of sleeping. Means it has been universally accepted. It is not like, there are some exceptional cases for that, but basically this position indicates the lack of interest, and it also indicates sleepy position, like you are feeling sleepy. Okay, so this position feels like sleepy, so we can say resting your head on the hand indicates interest in the subject. No, it is not showing interest in the subject, it is showing lack of interest in the subject, so this statement is false. Then again, it has been proven that steepling with fingers and hands show confidence. See, many of the people have a habit that while they are talking, they are using much of their hands. Okay, so this is a symbol of confidence. If you will use your hands, if you will directly place your hands like this, if you will sit straight and not use your hands, then it will not show confidence. Okay, so we can say if you are using your hands, steepling with fingers and hands, then it is showing confidence. This is true. And the last one shows aggressiveness while sitting with legs on a desk. This position, see, you can see in the image, the position like the man is sitting, it is totally showing that the man is aggressive, or he is trying to become rude, or he is trying to follow the orders. He is trying that his colleagues follow his orders. So this position definitely shows aggressiveness while you are standing amongst anyone. If you are sitting alone and resting at your home, then this position is not considered to be aggressiveness. So it was clearly indicated, especially before someone, means you are doing this type of position among someone. Okay, so this is again true. So coming on the answers, you can check your answers, and on the basis of the answers, you can check your level. If most of the answers are correct, then your knowledge is excellent about this. And if the answers are not correct, then you have to improve your knowledge. Okay. Let's move on further. As I told you, what is non-verbal communication? We can say non-verbal communication is the communication that takes place without words. Words can be spoken or written, but we are not using any kind of words. What we are using just our hand gestures, our hand movements, our body language. We are also using eye contact. So on the basis of that also the communication can happen. If we talk about the elements of non-verbal communication, there are basically four types of elements. The first one is kinesics. It is totally based on the body movement. Second one is proxemics. It is based on the space that is kept while communicating. Third one is the paralinguistic. Paralinguistic is related with the voice. While you are communicating, the quality of the voice is also increasing or decreasing, or it is changing person to person. So paralinguistic also indicates non-verbal communication. And the last one is chronamics. Now what is the meaning of chronamics? It is totally based on the time. It is showing that how much time is taken for the communication. Okay. Let us study one by one in detail. First one is kinesics. Now what is the meaning of kinesics? It basically refers to physical movements or body language, and it includes the following: the communication that is done with the help of body language like personal appearance, posture, gesture, facial expression, eye contact. With the help of these also the communication can happen. See, it has been said that action speaks more than the words. Action speaks more than the words. So we can say it is not always necessary to use the words for communication. Silence is also considered to be one type of communication. Okay, let us study one by one. The first one is personal appearance. The way you are dressing, the way you are wearing the clothes, the way you are looking, it will reflect your personality. The way your hairstyle is. See, basically the physical things, your appearance, how you are looking, how is your hairstyle, your dressing sense, each and everything will reflect your personality. See, I will give you an example. If you are going to give an interview, if you are going to appear in an interview, then you have to dress well. You have to wear formal clothes, you have to wear tie, you have to wear formal shoes, casual shoes. But if somebody is not knowing that what does it matter? Okay. If somebody is not having a good dressing sense, then what he will do? He will wear shorts and t-shirt and go for interview. Do you think it is correct? No. So definitely no. So personal appearance is indicating your personality. So personal appearance also is a very important part for the communication. Next is posture. Now what is the meaning of posture? Posture means the way you are standing, your body movement, the way you are standing. Okay, the way you are walking, the way you are standing while delivering the lecture, that indicates the posture. As you can see in the image, there are many postures shown here. The posture also specifies the situation, it also reflects your confidence. If you are going to give a lecture, then you have to stand straight. Okay, you have to stand like this and you have to give the lecture. This will show your confidence. If you will loosen your shoulder down, okay, and you are not in the mood to give a lecture, then it will also indicate that the speaker is not interested in speaking or giving the lecture. So this is also important part. The third one is gesture. Gesture refers to the hand movements, head or face. There are lots of hand gestures I have shown in the image. Like this gesture indicates best of luck or well done. Then if I am doing like this, V. So what is the symbol of this V? V indicates victory. Okay. And if For example, if you are going somewhere and there is written that you have to maintain silence, for example, you are visiting a hospital, then if somebody is doing like this, so what does this mean? That you have to keep quiet, you have to remain silent. So these are some hand gestures that are used for communication. There is no need to use the words. With the help of hand gestures and with the help of head or face, we can show that what we are trying to say. Like if I am nodding my hand, if I am nodding my head, what does it indicate? It will indicate yes. If I am nodding like this, then it will indicate no. Right? And if somebody is in awkward gesture, like shock, right? So this will show the anxiety. So your face movement, your gesture also indicates the communication. And the last two are facial expression and eye contact. See, it is very much clear to everybody that face speaks a lot. It is said that face speaks a lot. Everything is visible on your face. If you are happy, then it is clearly visible on your face that so and so person is very happy. If you are sad or if you are angry, then each and every facial expression will tell us something. Like if I am smiling while delivering a lecture, if I am smiling, then what does it indicate? It will indicate friendliness, nature. If I am raising my eyebrow like this, what does it indicate? It indicates shocking nature. It indicates like I am shocked. And if so for surprise also there is some facial expression. For fear also there is some facial expression. So there is no need to speak anything. Your facial expressions tells it each and everything, right? Then last one is eye contact. Eye contact is also important. While maintaining the eye contact while communication, it is said to be the communication is effective while you are communicating with someone. If you are doing the communication using eye contact, then it is very much important and the communication is said to be effective. Like for example, looking someone for a long time, looking at someone for the long time, it also indicates that the speaker wants to tell something. For example, I am delivering a lecture and somebody is not attending my lecture, is not paying attention in my lecture, then what I will do? I will look at his eyes like this. And what I am saying, I am not saying anything, right? But what I am trying to say, look here. Okay, so these type of facial expressions, eye contact, hand gestures are also used for communication, and this type of communication is known as non-verbal communication. There is lots of more things to study about the non-verbal communication, and that we will study in the next lecture. Have a good day.